Hey up guys, what's going on and welcome back to York City where my pre-season predictions are going to plan. We have narrowed our odds already, it's only November, we're down to 33 to 1, I believe we started at about 50ish. We've now become best of the rest because Everton are suddenly 7 to 1 as well. Either they weren't 7 to 1 at the start of the season or I missed that. The Media Dream 11 is incredibly volatile. Grimes was in it one week, then he wasn't last week and now he's back in it again. Coleridge is in it for the first time. This whole picture keeps on changing. Probably why the Premier Division is one of the best in the world. It also makes the 2-1 loss to Stoke even more annoying because they are rock bottom of the prediction list. Never change Football Manager. Although please change because it's actually stupid. We did our second game against Copenhagen following that and the scoreline was more reflective of the game this time round, 6-0. The best part of this game is the fact we didn't score after their sending off. All 6 of those goals came against 11 men. Despite that, their goalkeeper still made 18 saves. I have since found out that the record for saves in a match is 16. Just something to think about, Football Manager in general. I don't know where along the line it's going wrong. It may be attacking play, it may be goalkeepers, but something is making goalkeepers having too many saves in a match. Maybe it is attacking intelligence, maybe it's just people shooting directly at the goalkeeper is the problem. 2-2 against Tottenham was actually fairly even. I was starting to get a little bit annoyed at half time because they'd had one shot on target and it was their goal. But by the end of the match they made it a fair old contest. I'm going to be honest, second half we held on. We did go ahead in the second half thanks to Grimes. By the way, I have realised I do have Rick and Grimes. That's something that's just dawned on me following this match. Girl? No. Sembudak is... I don't even watch the show. Sembudak has actually come alive this year. I mentioned it in a previous episode, but I'm going to bring you his page. You can see last year, 5 league goals in 32 starts. Terrible. He had 14 in all competitions, but that's out of 47 starts, so still not great. This year, 10 goals in 12 starts in total. Also, Rosie on the right side, of course, 11 goals in 14 appearances. Parrott on the left, 2 goals in 14, but he's also in the top 3 assists for the league currently with 5. Between Rosie, Sem and Parrott, I will go on Parrott. Between the 3 of them, I think Tottenham might actually have 3 of the 5 best strikers in the league. And 2 of them they're playing as attacking midfielders. Sibbald and Nathan Watson are the other 2 I regard in the top 5. Tipple and Bender, both at Manchester City, are very, 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 very good. They're probably 6th and 7th though. And then Newcastle 2-1, Koita, Seri, Kuna got a goal for them. Again, a goalkeeping performance that would have made the top 10 goalkeeping saves list, as it stands right now. And then Napoli 1-0, which isn't a 6-0, but I am very, very happy with it because I went completely rotated, almost. What this all means is we are through straight to the second round in the Europa League and Tottenham are top of the Premier League. You can see there, 1st and 3rd on that goal scoring list and Troy Parrott on the assist list. Grimes, 2nd best player in the division. But today is about Wolves and Chelsea. Or tomorrow, as I realise I've not clicked through again. Pay attention to your game, Charles. I did forget to mention, while we're on that league table, after 13 games there are only 2 points separating Tottenham at the top and us in 6th. Now, everyone else has played, so the table has all changed a little bit. But a win here would take us ahead of Everton in 5th, who lost to Chelsea, who are now top. And will be top when we play them next. So the team against Wolves will be Hidalgo in goal. Now, the Hidalgo versus Dutra thing has come to a head a little bit after asking Kasper Schmeichel his opinion on my 2 players. Kasper highlights something that nobody else does in my team, which is apparently Dutra does not like big games. There he is, look. Coach report there by a goalkeeper who has remarkable judging ability and judging potential. And he says this. Now he also says he's technically better as well, but big matches. Now whilst this isn't technically a big match, we've just played Napoli, which probably was counted as one, and he played in goal there. And obviously we play Chelsea next, which is definitely a big game. So playing him here is more about consistency than anything else. We'll see how he does. He's also only conceded 3 goals so far in 9 starts, whereas Dutra has conceded more goals than games. Admittedly, he's played those bigger games, which may have been the problem. But Saxton, Courage, Rick and Shal, that's the same as always. Grimes and Seri ahead of them, again, same as always. Madeira, Vidal and Cantoro, who I've had a word with, and Koita up front. Not sure how long Koita gets to be first choice if he doesn't start scoring a little bit more regularly. He's on 6, Alawar's on 5, Harrison's on 5 after scoring a hat-trick against Copenhagen. There's goals in this team, they're just not necessarily from the striking role still. They line up with an identical formation pretty much. So yeah, we're the last ones to play this weekend. Danny on the ball here, Langford. Yeah, we're the last ones. and 14 games into the season is a hefty portion now. I'll probably argue it's actually a little bit surprisingly tight at this stage still. I mean, if we get 3 points out of this one, it will definitely still stay that way. But Martinez is going to put Lawler through here, I think, who has hit outside of the post, maybe? Close, either way. Obviously, if we lose here, then we'll be 5 points behind Chelsea, and then we're about to play them. So if everything goes wrong here, we could end up 8 points behind Chelsea by the end of this episode. I really hope it doesn't. Shall, though. Seri, Grimes, Seri. Madeira's on the... No, he isn't. Byrne will get on this ball. Now, Byrne's got the number 2, which does amuse me because he's an attacking midfielder, really, and he's actually very good, too. He's one of those ones that's probably going to break through into the England side if they ever train him to play an inside forward. I'm pretty certain both Byrne... I thought about being sent off there. Frankly, I prefer the goal. I don't know what's up with Shao this year, but he's picking up a card every bloody game. Now, don't get me wrong, the fullbacks pick up cards more than anyone else, just because reasons, I suppose. Frankly, he probably should have been sent off there, and possibly if they hadn't scored, he may well have done. But yeah, I don't know what it is about fullbacks, particularly on your side, that just attracts yellow cards to them. Langford on the ball now. Why are we second best in this match? Vidal's gone that wayward backwards pass for some reason there. Not the best of playmaking efforts by Wolves. Vidal, first goal of the season, and that is one brilliant way to do it. Leicester have actually gone ahead of Arsenal this weekend. This is the first time I've noticed that. Vidal, though, intercepts that ball in his own half, and then just runs and runs and runs, and honestly, that finish as well across the goalkeeper is genius too. Like, it almost feels like Danny Martin was probably expecting him to go near side because that's what they probably would do 90% of the time, but he went across him and, well, it worked out. Seri, I love this man. Every single virtual pixel that makes up this virtual human being, I adore. He is a very good free kick taker, as you've seen there, and in the space of 4 minutes, we turn that around, which changes this team talk dramatically. In fact, why is there no Football Manager 2021? I don't know why I said that in full. Please add a I'm not that pleased, because things are going well suggest you're pleased. I'm far from pleased suggests that you despise everything that you've just seen. Please can we have something in between these two that says, look, I'm not massively impressed by what you've just done by now, but it's not the worst performance you've ever had in your life. We need something like that. Seri wasn't happy about me saying I'm not pleased because, let's be honest, he's the best person in world football. No matter what they say, I think Seri's better than Grimes because Grimes also doesn't like big matches, whereas Seri's indifferent on that matter. Neither likes or dislikes, I don't think. He's got another free kick here. It's nearly another. This actually, weirdly, is probably one of the more, particularly at home, it's probably the first time we've not completely annihilated an opponent, statistic-wise. I don't think we've played any of the major teams at home yet. I'm pretty certain all the traditional Big Six that we played this season so far have all been away from home. Coyter's got through on this, though. Gets the rebound and gets the goal. Just a moment of pause while that just ricocheted into someone, and it turned out to be Coyter. But yeah, we played at Old Trafford, Anfield, the Tottenham Stadium, whatever it's called. We played away so far in the 3 matches we played against Big Six teams so far this year. Coyter, yeah, that's a lucky rebound. Actually, a great reflex as well, because that defender was nearly on it. And we played Chelsea away next. Obviously, Everton were second last year, so they are now Big Six, Big Seven, really, if you look at that season preview. We played them at home. About the traditional Big Six, we've only played away from home so far, and that doesn't change for a little while, because we've not played City or Arsenal yet, although Arsenal are having the best year. Cantoro gets the ball. I was slightly worried about a yellow card there, because he's on one, and so is Shao behind him, of course. Don't do anything stupid here, guys. Well, he's gone past Romario Barrows if he wasn't there. How many times must Cantoro get tackled in this same highlight? Cortez is going to get on the end of this. He's going to get round one defender. No, he's passed backwards. Dominguez. Oh, well, That's a shambles. It's 3-2. First goal of the season for Brandon Cortez. 14 games into the season. And their striker gets his first goal. They're number 11. Numbers are usually a good indicator of whether or not they're a starter. Although in fairness, he has come onto the pitch. Yeah, he's better than any of our strikers. So if he's not naturally starting every game, what are you doing? He's made 6 appearances. How good is Lawler then? Yeah, he's worse. Who's been starting their games? If Cortez has only started 6 and Lawler's not started any, that's a mystery for another time. As I don't have anyone available to take over Madeira's spot on that left-hand side, but Harrison will come on the right-hand side. My words with Cantoro haven't worked. Seri, obviously the best player on the pitch, a little bit tired now, and hate to do it, but I need him as fresh as possible for Chelsea. And they're probably going to come at us a little bit more in these last few minutes, so I'm just going to back off my aggressiveness as well. And just same deal with Naomi right back. Also booked, of course, is Shao. He's not really good at a complete, but I'm not changing that just yet. I was about to say, no other highlights in this half. There's one at the very, very end. Nyambe gets onto that loose ball. Harrison, I say loose ball, he just held it up pathetically. Coyter is charging through here. Is any defender going to get near him? No. I think Danny made a save there onto the bar. Great save if so. But 3 points is only 1 extra goal difference, and Hidalgo's conceded 2 goals against Wolves. Worth mentioning that one in the debate. That was a bit of a let-off. Seri's demotivated again. Sorry, hang on 1 second. I'm pleased. The demotivation's gone. Sorry, Ivan. I always forget to exclude you when I do that. Because you can do that. But 3 points puts us 5th, as I said, and 2 points off the top still. It's a Brushin. He's fine. 3 days away. Bruised will be fine. We'll also praise him to solve that issue. Well, there's the England draw for the semi-finals portion of this. England versus Italy, France or Portugal in the final. And apparently they played us in the last version of this, where Italy lifted the trophy. Vengeance time? We're 1 place ahead of them in the Royals rankings. We're back up to 2nd, thanks to me winning all of my group. Oh, I won all of them, by the way. I mean, you kind of suspected that after I'd won the first 4 and played Spain twice already. But yeah, I gave Dean Henderson his first cap, despite being 30-something already and being in the squad. He's never been capped, so I gave him that one against Scotland, and I gave the one who might develop through. I get different scouting reports for England and York for some reason. The York one says he can get better. The England one says he can't. But we'll see. I gave him the start in the Northern Ireland one just because I wanted to give him a bit of confidence to maybe push on. So the FA Cup draw puts us against Doncaster, who are League 2 now. Oh dear. Local-ish. We'll take it. I get this question basically every other press conference. It's kind of irritating now. So, Chelsea versus York. Previous meeting slap bang down the middle. Frank Lampard is still in charge, by the way, 10 years in. Actually, where's Gerrard on mine now? Because last time I knew about Gerrard, he was at Rotherham. He didn't actually last that long. Because Gerrard's won the title, actually, with Liverpool on my stream save. But Frank got sacked in the first year on that one. And Frank's still in charge, 10 years in here. Between them, they're doing great at their respective clubs. I just wish they were doing it on the same save. Because I would love to see that rivalry. Right, so Cantoro suspended. That's an easy change. Oh, Eber's back. Got injured again. He made the bench once and then got injured straight away again. So, we'll see this big game mentality maybe play in here with Hidalgo in goal and Tecco taking over in a defensive midfield role. Harris on the right. Madeira's going to have to start on the left still. Hang on. There we are. Coyce will remain up front as well. Ponce, just good enough to come off the bench maybe. Their team is that good they're not even starting Nathan Watson. Or De Ligt, who I presume actually would be in his prime at this point. 29, yeah. I feel like there's some rotation, but this is still a ridiculously good side. I did not notice how tired Ivan Seri was. I forgot about that. Hidalgo saves at the very, very beginning. Not the end of that highlight, though. Yeah, I overlooked the Ivan Seri thing because he didn't say he was injured. That's my bad. Although he's just pumped that straight forward to Coyce. If he scores here, that's a fantastic assist. Keep it in, keep it in. Harrison, space to shoot. Madeira, not right. Not quite. I think, honestly, the order of the day today is just not lose. That would be nice. Cardiff are beating Liverpool, though. 2-0. Don't say I don't pay attention to that top left. Harrison charging forward. Smashed by McMurray there. That's a fantastic tackle. Sometimes even in 2D you can tell what the brilliant tackles are. As, well, can we put one in here on Damiani, please? No, we can't, apparently. Vinicius Jr. inwards, back outwards, straight to Tomori. Great clearance. Oh, it was almost like Grimes just did that clearance along the ground. Just completely scuffed it or whatever. Vinicius Jr. wide. Yeah, not losing would be nice. I mean, I say Seri's tired. They've got Parisi on 78, Tomori's on 74. They're right back. Could be well worth targeting that towards the end of the game. I think 74% is like enough for him to be still competent. But I don't want to target that. What are we doing here? Why was nobody tackling him there? Speaking of Tomori, there he is. Passing back to Kepa as 3 people try to close him down there. I mean, I like to see people closing him down, but 3 was a little overkill. Grimes out to Shaw. Just held my breath there for a second as Vinicius Jr. nearly got in the way. He does on whatever that was attempted. Tecco back to Kuric. Madeira on this left-hand side has done one of the worst touches in football history there. And it's gone to Tomori. Fabio Silva back out to Tomori, who shouldn't really have the legs he does there. He's given it back to Madeira, thank you. He almost probably felt sorry for him. Madeira's just giving it straight away again. If they score from this, Madeira's coming straight off. I've literally just watched him make 3 mistakes in the same highlight. Fire them up, send them back out again because I am not pleased with what I've just seen. In fact, this is the first time we've not even really been in a match this year. Maybe Liverpool as well. But we sort of got back into that towards the end. We're not seeing anything like that here. Right, Seri's too tired to really do anything at this point, I feel like. I mean, that's just a shambles on the left. I don't have anyone to bring on the right, so have fun, guys. I mean, there's 6.4s all the way through this team. Like, I'm highlighting a few people out here, but no one is playing well. Admittedly, their average is 6.6 as well. I'm failing to see how our average is 6.6. Anyway, Cedar Chris comes forward on this right-hand side for them. That's gone straight. What? Hidalgo. Don't know what Hidalgo's done there. And maybe we should have started Dutra after all. I mean, Cedarcrest here, nobody really goes to close him down too much. I mean, Bradley gets close to him, but what's Hidalgo done there? Can my team show anything that resembles passion? Is the challenge now. It's also dawned on me, I'd left Xiao Nan's role as Nyambi's when he's been playing there. About to complete. It's probably left Harrison all alone out there, which is probably why he's been playing so badly. No excuse for Koita, who's coming off though. We've got a free kick. Harrison's at the back post. Nearly... Oh, hang on. Someone's bonded that in. It's not counted. No one's stopped. No one's flagged anything, has it? Oh, there's a goal review, is there? Harrison was offside, was he? Yes, he was. All right, it's a free kick, mate. How have you messed that one up? How have you managed to be offside at a free kick? No other highlights, 1-0. Apparently we should sympathise them for that rubbish performance. No, I will not sympathise with that rubbish performance because that rubbish performance got us 0 points. And you know, I'd take that if Chelsea were dramatically better than us. But our performance was also rubbish. So yeah, you can see away from home is the problem. Man United away from home. Liverpool away from home. Chelsea away from home. Stoke. That's the anomaly, let's be honest. We actually played Man City away from home as well. First time. Oh, we actually have played Arsenal at home. I do apologise. I forgot about that. Shows you how memorable that match was. So okay, so 5 of the big 6 we play away from home first. What is this? We might as well just stay there. As much as I love the idea of this Man City-Liverpool two-parter here, we have already played Liverpool this season on an episode. And I think, considering the situation with the Carabao Cup, let's feature it. Norwich and Fulham. I'll see you for those next time. Until then, ta-ra.